What up, Cancer? So finally, Cancers, this is going to be your reading for 2021. This is going to be the points that maybe you need to focus on, maybe some messages that Spirit wants you to particularly pay attention to. We're going to also get into any obstacles that may be holding you back or getting in your way. And I don't want to say holding you back because really we're only limited by what we think, right? We got obstacles that may be coming in, but we can get past them. So we're going to look at obstacles, temporary obstacles that may be in the way but can be moved. And we're also going to get some messages from the goddess. So we're going to use the major arcana for the points that maybe we need to focus on this year. And then we're going to use tough shit tarot, and it looked like it's been through a lot because sometimes I have to hit people with the truth. I don't use this deck too much because some people can't handle it, especially in the middle of a pandemic. But it gives you the truth. So we're going to use this for obstacles and things that maybe you really need to focus on getting out of your way this year. And then we're going to come in with the sweet goddesses to give you some inspiration and some motivation. Like we're going to hit you with a hammer and then we're going to kind of put a little band-aid over it. So at least that's the plan, Cancer. So let's see what we got going on. Cancer Spirit, key points for 2021. We already got some stuff falling out. Let's get back in. That was too much. Cancers, 2021. What do they need to focus on, Spirit? Cancers. Thank you, thank you. 2021. Cancers, what do we need to focus on? Highlight, Spirit. Anything that they need to see. Anything that they need to have. Cancers. Thank you, Spirit. 2021. All right, we had 6 cards. Normally it's 4 or 5 that fall out, but we're going to take all 6 because there's a message there. Let me put let's see. We have the World. We have the Hierophant. We have the Tower. We have the Devil. We have the Strength card. And we have the Chariot. All right, Cancer. So the first thing with the World card is definitely, normally when I see this for me, this is travel. This could also be dealing with people on a global or international basis. So if this is work, you could be dealing with a very diverse group of people that could be from different countries. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is going to be something with travel. You could be an Uber, Lyft. You could be a flight attendant. You could be a pilot. In fact, my sister's a Cancer. She's a flight attendant. So this could be things opening back up where some of you are going to get back into the swing of things if you travel. Now, of course, you got to be really careful if you're out there, wear your mask, disinfect. But I don't have to tell you guys that because you already know. But I feel for a lot of you that you may be going on some trips this year where there could be some spiritual connection to it. We have the Hierophant, which is next. This could be a spiritual or religious person who could be mentoring you. You could be a mentor to some people. Some of you could be going and traveling out for classes, whether this is spiritual or religious growth. For a few of you, you may even find yourself venturing out where you're going to be teaching a little bit more. I do get for a very few that this is going to be some type of spiritual journey. So this could be maybe you have some type of initiation or some type of ritual that you may be participating in this year and you're going to have to travel out for it. But I do feel like make sure your passport is updated. I keep hearing that. Now, I know right now a lot of countries, the borders are closed, but I feel for some of you that you are going to be traveling overseas at some point. And this may be for one specific person. Spirit is like, make sure that your paperwork is updated. This could also be being updated on your COVID and everything like that. So whatever you need to travel, make sure that you have it, Cancer. Now, we do have a Tower moment coming in after the Hierophant. I don't feel like this is necessarily a negative thing. I feel like some of you may be having some type of change of perception when it comes to your belief system this year, which means that you could pull away from some type of spirituality. You could pull away from some type of religion. There may be even some incident with a holy, spiritual, religious person that maybe you have an issue with that makes you pull away from something. I feel like Spirit is going to be communicating with you, and I feel that there's a lot of intuition or intuitive insight. We already know that you get a lot of things. So I think Spirit is basically saying pay attention to the people that you're dealing with. Pay attention to causes that you sign up for this year that may not be or have your best interest or other people's interests at heart. It's almost like sometimes putting your energy and money into a charity, but it's really not getting to the people, or investing in some type of initiation or ceremony, but it's really not done right, or it's not what you need. So for a few of you, you may be kind of stepping back and reassessing some type of spiritual growth or a spiritual person in your life. For some of you, this could be somebody who is dealing with addictions. I feel like there could be something with obsessions that are going on. This could be even somebody who's being very obsessed with a spiritual journey or some type of spiritual growth. Like I said, for some of you, I don't feel like this is really a negative thing. I feel like there's a connection with spirit and there's spiritual growth that's coming in. Some of this is going to be spiritual journey. The Tower moment, though, is telling me to be really careful about if you are signing up to something, know, understand, or research what you're signing up for, especially if it has something to do with religion or spirituality. For some of you, this is literally just pay attention to someone that may be a little bit shady or they could be dealing with some issues. Now, this is a general read. This could be also you having a dark night of the soul and having to work through it. For a few of you, you could be dealing with someone who's having a dark night of the soul. Or you could be getting somebody that is dealing with addictions, whether this is food, sex, substance abuse, a workaholic. Someone may be working themselves or pushing themselves too hard. I also feel it's kind of like overindulgence. Now, this person is skinny, so I mean, when you look at the card, you're not thinking about food, but a few of you may be struggling with your weight or losing weight, is what I'm hearing from this. For very few, this could be even dealing with an eating disorder, whether this is eating too less or eating more than what you actually need. I do get something where a person is overindulging in something. So if this is you, it's really that moment of taking a step back, so that you can take care of yourself, take care of your health. If this is somebody else, you may be trying to help them because the strength card is on top of the devil card. Could be dealing with a Leo or any fire sign, but normally strength, we got Leo. So I would say you're either dealing Capricorn energy or Leo energy, but I feel that some of you may be putting a lot of energy into someone. You're kind of thinking about, is it really what I want? Is this really what I want to do? Is this the person I want to be with? Is this the situation that I want to be in? If you're in entanglements or situationships this year, I feel like some of you are going to kind of have this moment of clarity where it's like, are they really going to leave the person that they're with? Are they really going to be with me? Are we really going to be in a relationship? Is this really the relationship that I want to be in? So some of you could be looking at the people around you and thinking about, do I really want to put my time and energy into this person? There may be some conflict with emotions this year for you guys, and it seems to be with people or things that you're not really sure if you want to do it. And it could be because something happens. A tower moment comes in and you have this aha moment, and you're thinking about, maybe I need to pull away from this. For a few of you, this could be something that changes with your diet. I'm tired of looking at my body, my belly, my ass, my whatever it is. Like, where's that doorbell coming from? Oh my God, ice cream truck. I'm hearing bells. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I digress, you guys. So some of you may be looking at something in yourself where it's like, I got to do better, or I need to get stronger and handle this better. So if this is you that's dealing with an addiction, whether this is food, um, maybe looking at TV too much, maybe being on social media too much, I feel like there's going to be this moment of clarity where it's like, okay, I need to do something better or get healthier this year. I do see the Chariot card coming in, and this is moving forward in a positive way, in a strong way. For a few of you, you may even be getting a new vehicle. You may be finding out something is going on with your vehicle, or it may just be to the end of the line where it's like, okay, I got to go buy me another car. But I do feel something with a vehicle that's going to be coming in for some. For a few of you, though, this is literally leaving something behind and moving towards more positive energy. And if you've been stuck in a situation where you felt like you couldn't move forward, the strength card right next to the chariot is showing that you're going to find what you need within yourself so you can move forward. A few of you could be pulling away from this devil energy, this obsession, this overindulgence, whether this is in a person, an environment, or dealing with, food addictions, substance addictions. If If you're dealing with somebody with those issues, you're pulling away. If you are the person who's dealing with the addiction or you have the addiction, I feel like this year you're really trying to fight something. It's like I really need to get my strength up and move forward. So there is definitely some type of positive movement forward after this tower moment. Travel coming in. I don't feel like the tower moment is going to do you in because the strength card brings you back up, right? So if you feel like, man, this is, I'm going through some shit, don't give in to that energy because I feel like spirit is really coming in to move you forward. Whatever it is you feel like it's bringing you down, whatever it is you feel like it's anchoring you that's not good, it's toxic, I feel like you're going to be pulling away from it. Now let's look into Tough Shit Tarot and see what obstacles, because we got addiction or we got somebody that may be toxic that we're walking away from. So let's see what else we got. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer spirit. Cancer. Any guidance messages for Cancer? Any guidance messages for Cancer? All right, let's see what we got. Some of you are doing too much for other people, and some of you are not being honest with the people in your life. So you may not be happy with a situation or a relationship, but a few of you are not talking about it, and it's keeping you stagnant. That could be that tower moment. Something happens, something comes out, and it moves you forward because you either have to talk about it, have to deal with it so that you can move forward. It's showing that a lot of you are seeing some red flags, but you're making excuses for it. Like, this person is not coming home on time, or the job is paying me too little money, or my child is, talking to me crazy, but it's going to be okay. Be careful that you're not, looking at things that need to be fixed and you're like, okay, but I'll do it later, or, maybe I'll deal with it when I have more time or when I feel the opportunity is there. Some of you are making excuses why things are going wrong, and it's not making you take care of the excuse. You're just kind of you're giving extensions. So spirit is like, make sure that when you see the problem that you deal with it this year, because if not, it's going to build up and some of you are going to have to be dealing with a very big problem this year. I also see too that some of you are, if you were in a place where people were kind of looking at you and you were on some type of pedestal, some of you are going to be finding out that people aren't treating you the way you feel like you need to be treated. It's almost like, I used to be treated better. I used to have a special place in your life, and now you're not giving me that same energy. So I feel like there's conversations that are going to be had with people that you love, whether this is a romantic relationship or family. There's going to be some type of communication of, why aren't we still clicking the way that we need to? Some of you are feeling a little bit rejected, but you're not talking about it. So there could be issues with people where you're holding on to something longer than what you need to, but you don't feel validated. So a lot of you are going to see that come to light where it's like, okay, do I really want to be here? Like I was saying before, or is it time for me to move forward? Also, make sure that you are not putting other people ahead of you. Spirit is saying a few of you are going to be dealing with shit that's not your shit this year. Like, you don't have to be in it. You don't have to solve it. You don't have to speak on it. You don't have to pay for it. So if you find yourself being caught up in the middle of things continuously this year, you're going to have to look at yourself and go, why do I keep putting myself in this situation? Because spirit is showing that some of you literally can walk away, but you're allowing yourself to keep coming in and doing things for other people. It's distracting you from your chariot moment where you need to move forward. If you're getting stuck in other people's problems, it's because that's where you want to be. Because you have every opportunity. Thank you, Spirit. I couldn't think of the word at first. Every opportunity to move forward. But some of you are not moving forward because that's where you want to be. You can't make excuses where it's like, I should have took this job, but I had to help you. Or I wanted to go and be a supermodel, but I couldn't because you kept feeding me all this food. You cannot be putting off accountability on other people this year, you guys, because it's going to keep you stuck. That's going to be your obstacle. Face up to what you feel like you need to do. Go ahead, put the work in and move forward with that chariot card. You have the strength to do it. All right, let's see what the goddesses have to say. Cancer, 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 Cancer. What do we have, goddesses? What do we have? Cancer spirit. All right, let's look. All right. Some of you definitely with the purification card are going to be tweaking your diet, tweaking what you put in, around, on your body. Whatever used to work for you may not work this year. Some of you may develop allergies. Some of you may be thinking, oh, I used to be able to skip a meal and I would lose weight. Now that doesn't work. Possibly you could be going through menopause or some type of hormonal change, whether you're a male or a female. Normally with this card, this is like, okay, we need to clean up what we put in our body. We need to clean up what's around our body. We need to clean up even the mental stuff that comes through. So it could be TV shows that you're looking at, and spirit may put it in your mind. You know what? That's irritating me now. It makes me angry. It makes me feel uncomfortable. You could start eating some foods that you used to love, and it may be, oh, I can't do the spicy stuff anymore. It's not working with my system. Or I can't drink this anymore, or I can't smoke this anymore because it's not working with me. I definitely get that there's going to be some things where spirit is saying it's time to detox, and it's not only your body but your mind. This could be getting rid of people too that have negative energy. Bodies of water. Now you are a water sign, so it is showing. Spend more time. If you have ponds, if you have lakes, if you have beaches around you, go there, meditate, connect with spirit. Some of you may need to even up your water intake, but it is showing that there's some time that is needed with water because it comes in and it cleanses you, it recharges you. So for some of you, you may need to put your feet in it. You know, if you go to a lake or a pond or a beach, you know, walk in it. I know it's a little bit cool in some places, but if you're living near water, get you some water, splash it on your body. You know, commune with spirits. Some of you may be even connected to a water spirit. We do have expect a miracle. If you feel like something is impossible this year, it's not. Spirit is showing that there is something that's coming through where they hear you. So be specific about what needs to be done. If you feel like I've been trying, you know, I'm having problems with my relationship, I'm having problems with my kids, I'm having problems with my job. This card is literally saying that we've heard you. We've heard your prayers and we're bringing in some type of reward or miracle for you this year. So don't give up. We have Freyja. This is unleash your adventurous side. Be bold. This is the time to speak up. If you've been holding it in, if you've been needing to have conversations with people and you're like, I don't really want to put it out there, or I don't really want to put myself out there, this is your year to step forward, to put your foot down. You're making some changes. There's major transformations that are coming in. For some of you, you're going to lose weight because you're detoxing. You may change something with your hair, your body, because you feel there's a need to change. But it is showing, put yourself out there. This is not the year to kind of be like, I'm going to hide at home. Spirit is like there's opportunities that are coming your way, but you have to be prepared. And that could be connecting with the chariot, where it's like, it's time for me to do something. It's time for me to do some things out of my comfort zone. This card also reminds me of travel. We got mountains in the background. She has wings behind her. She has a familiar. I feel like a lot of you may be going some places that you normally haven't thought about. And maybe with COVID, maybe you're trying to get creative with vacations. I'm not sure. But be prepared that Spirit may lead you on some type of adventure this year where you never thought you would be there. You never thought you would go there. And it could be to a different city, a different state. For a few of you, possibly a different country, Cancer. So it should be an interesting ride, but it is showing that you're strong enough to deal with it. So whatever it is you feel like that's holding you back, don't get caught up in it. Don't let it close you off because Spirit is like, you're not going to be held back. We hear you. We're opening doors for you. And for some of you, there's going to be travel or possibly a spiritual journey that is going to take you to another level. And it looks like it's going to open up some things for you. So I wish the best for you, Cancer. I love you.